And if you go there now, even you can get a better jobs. With your American passport, you can get a really well paid job. It's really better, but now their economy is struggling too. But I don't want to really move anywhere other than here. I feel home here. This is what I find myself, and it took me a while working and studying and everything, but it was good for me.
Hmm. Okay, I just want to ask you a few basic questions now. Um, can you tell me a little bit about your educational history? You said that you are taking classes at UCF and majoring in psychology.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm junior now. So.
Sure. Have you had any kind of psychological, psychiatric, any mental health treatment of any kind in the past?
Nothing serious actually. Just a little bit of it. Like everybody might have a depression sometimes in their lives, which is nothing serious.
Kind of a normal up and down,
Yeah.
you mean, or?
Yeah.
Okay. When you say you had a normal depression, was that associated with a loss in your life, a death in the family, or something like that, or?
Yeah, like I had a serious relationship with somebody that I didn't expect anything happens, like, and kind of he was a little bit too much freaky. Well, you never know somebody until you move with them, live with them. So when I started moving with him and living with him, I found out that he was he was alcoholic, he was druggy, any sort of a drug that you can imagine he was doing it. Well, gambling, everything, you name it, he did it. And he was in a drug business, so I didn't know anything about it. So when I moved with him, I just freaked out. I lost myself, everything. I was like, yeah, what I'm gonna do now? So then that was it, and ran away.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That
so that's what happened
tough.
to me.
Sounded like a tough time.
Yeah, and then like I didn't know for real. Like I was so afraid of everything. So for a while, when I told everybody that I'm like gone, but I was like in the same city that he was, but he couldn't find me. He was looking for me. And then that was exactly the same time that I moved here, because I didn't want anybody to track me anywhere. I just, yeah.
So you really kind of escaped. That was sound like a tough situation.
Well, it was a good thing, for my good actually.
Good.
I have a better life now. I'm going to school. I found myself in a better position than I could have ever. So I won't ever think that was a bad thing happened to my life.
Good. Do you have any serious medical problems, or have you had any medical problems? No.
Never.
So healthy.
Yeah.
Physically healthy, as far as you know. Okay.
Mentally too.
Okay. Good. That's right. Absolutely. See, you're very smart. You got that in there. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Well, I certainly wasn't implying that I thought anything. So that's good. Okay. So physically and mentally healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. What about family issues? Any kind of family issues going on? You've been married for a year and a half, but that's going well. And
Yeah. No, my family. Well, because of all these problems, economy problems, I don't have a job. And then I'm just a full-time student, and my husband has a job that he requires a lot of traveling. Like we barely see each other.
Oh.
Yeah. Since New Year, we barely spend a month and a half together, maybe less even than that. But well, this is how we make living. Like he can stay home doing nothing, and then how are we gonna survive? And we have a mortgage to pay. We have a life.
Sure.
Well, although we're like I have a roommates, which I don't mind at all about it, because like being alone makes you sometimes wanting having a roommates than being just alone yourself. Anyway, but yeah, we're fine. Other than being sometimes separate, like nothing separate, just being far away, being over a phone always. But the good thing about his work is that they pay for my trip to anywhere he is whenever I want. Like if I feel bad right now, this moment, they're gonna buy me a ticket and send me wherever he is. Or
Wow.
if he wants me to be somewhere, no matter in US or outside, They're just gonna purchase me a ticket, just go see him. Even for a day or two, it doesn't matter.
Gosh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that's a good thing about his job. Yeah.
Okay.
So even last year, I spent a year traveling with him and doing all my courses online. That would like help us a lot. So yeah, but I guess within 4 weeks again, it's gonna be the same situation. So I would travel with him for the rest of the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Gosh, that sounds exciting, but it sounds like that it's there's a tough part.
Yeah, there is
to
a
it,
tough part too.
but it sounds like that you two are working it out.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. What choice do you have? I guess,
Yeah,
right?
this is our life, and I knew it from the beginning. This is his job, so although we dated for a while, like we dated for 2.5 years, but well, still, I knew this is his job. He has to travel a lot, and we started having our relationship just being distance, long distance relationship. At the time, he was stationed in Washington. It was active duty, and then I knew, like, we started talking back and forth, and then he moved to Orlando just to be close together after he got out of the military. Still, he's a reserve, but he's not active up to this moment. Like, if they call him today, he has to go. He gotta go. That's it. So I know, with the respect, with all his, like, this is it. This is a military life, so you
Sure.
have to accept it.
Sure.
But yeah, I accepted it from the beginning, so I'm fine with
Good.
dealing with it.
Okay. Do you have any children?
No.
No, okay, no children. Okay. Is there any other thing that we haven't covered that you feel like you want to talk about or bring up? I think I've hit the major highlights for what I wanted to cover on this phase of our interview.
What would you like to hear?
Anything else that you may want to, do you have any questions for me, or anything else about your life that we haven't covered yet that you might want to talk about?
Nothing serious other than anxiety. That's it.
Yeah. About this situation, just having to do the interview? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all very normal. Well, I just wanted to let you know that I don't have any problem whatsoever supporting your application and writing a good report for you. And as far as that goes, I don't foresee having any issues in the testing that's going to be coming up. What I want to do now is we're going to go to my testing room, and we're going to be doing a couple of different tests. When you do a psychological evaluation for pre-employment screening, typically what they ask me to do is a little bit of personality testing on the one hand, and then also what's called cognitive or intellectual testing.
Okay.
And whenever you do a psychological evaluation, you're really divided into those two areas. Are there areas in the way you relate to people or in your personality, or are there going to be areas in your thinking or in your intellectual part? You're a college student, you're doing well. I can tell just from talking to you that there's not going to be any cognitive issues. I can tell from talking to you there's not going to be any personality or emotional issues either. But they like to see this testing because it's more of an objective way of giving more information about those sorts of things. So I just wanted to let you know that's what we're going to be doing next. We'll do that, and then when that's done, I'll write the report. I'll put it all together for us, and then I'll give you a copy of it, and you'll be on your way, and you'll be employed. Maybe take a little stress off your husband, and that would be wonderful. So thanks so much for coming in today, though. I appreciate it. Take care.